Okay, welcome back. Today is going to be a simpler day. We're just going to go through our components and just continue documenting some stuff. Just so that when we come back to review this stuff later, when we've done significantly more than we already have, it's easier to come back and review. Alright, so let's start with clearing the scripts tab and just go top from to bottom from the first thing to the last thing. All right. Um, Entity base. This should be a base class for anything that will move like players, enemies. Um, is it going to be a base class for any entity, or is it going to be a base class for enemies? Hmm. Because this entity thing could also have a few other stuff attached to it. But I don't know. I could add a hitbox, a hurtbox, which would need to have different functionalities. The is stun variable being here is a little bit of a different thing, but alright. I'll leave it there for now, because it could be used for NPCs, just ETC, or these could fall under something else. Could be perfect. That is that. There's not really anything in here. Okay. This is a base class for the players. Should it be called player? I don't know. Let's put playable characters in brackets here to emphasize that in meaning. All right. Um, box don't change. Okay. Sorry. Hit hard boxes that are always in at least one attack, always there for each state. Then I actually want to check if that's gonna show up for this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, player. This is it. Yes, I see that. Can I open documentation? Open documentation. There we go. Okay. Apparently that didn't come in order. This is in alphabetical order? Okay. That's that's something to learn. Okay, let's see. These art box. That is always there for standing state. Alright. Function and airborne. Okay. Can I go? How do I make a link to another thing from it? At sign, dollar sign, percent sign, and sign. There's some thing that is for custom docs, so let's Google that. I don't want to open that. Rhoda custom docs. Okay. This might be, nope, that's the that deprecated and experimental. To separate these from each other as documentation context. Baby code. And link to class, link to annotation, link to constant. Might be number or param. So see bracket standing art box. Go to this. That one is just seeing itself. Never mind. But it didn't create a link, so I want to go back to this. This should be closed. Okay. So operator construction method member. Member no2d.scale. All right. Member layer dot then go to this. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go to this. There it is. Any hurt box. I am here. I am returned here. If I do this, it also returns me there. Okay. See this space or don't want caps lock on, or the same thing but a different input box. Cool. Also, I should probably have this here and add another line. Crouching state, airborne state. Both stay crouching, so airborne or crouching. This one is crouching, airborne and standing. This one should be the airborne. Separate these by what they would be. Okay, so this crouching and standing. And let me just delete this extra. All right. This component actually see scale. And this goes class name, so I just put that in. Go into the player docs. Go to scale component. See scale. And it takes you to the scale component. All right. Good. Do the same for this and this. Back and do this. Close. Oh wait, I did a mistake here. Oops. All right. Input direction is used for determining the direction for jumping and moving. tells if player is crouching. Okay. And then the next thing, set the variables. That need to set variables that are used elsewhere in code. Code. Let me open chats. See if anyone cares to watch. Yeah, watch. All right. This is probably not the best way to do it, but I will probably need to do it. Actually, sorry, I will probably change this later. That's the state of the name box to use based on the if statements needs improvement. All right, process. Um, it's process. Process. Say. I'm put just gonna put a one here. I don't like being ill. Okay. Next up is the hurt box. Because that's just here. If I do this, will I get an error? Are you sure? Must be placed before the data. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's later. It's just for the class definition. This is the hurt box. So what's the hurt box really doing? So it tells us if it's gotten hurt, and it's also a tool script to add hurt boxes. This is the hurt box. Uh, is used to identify when an entity is hit or hurt. And it T S. Open documentation and double check that that actually works. Okay, so the last name is wrong. So let's go to the hurt box and fix it. And then say, yeah, okay. All right, there you go. And back to the hurt box. Okay, so, two things. Why is this under buttons? That's just not right. Component, component reference. Because we need references to other things. All right. Um, tools, script, button, and say relation shape form with this. Do I call it a hurt box or I call it an area? Yeah, yeah, hurt box. Sure. Tool script button that is used to set the debug color to a default default. Oh yeah, speaking of which, where is that default identified or declared? No, yeah, here. Default in fix color method. Sorry, no, in the ad. In the ad? Wait a second. No, the method isn't really a method. It's just why did I not make it a method or function? Okay. Fix color one X B. We'll see. Surely figure that. These need to go back one, that one, this one, save. to reset the default color in the fix color function. If the value is changed. Okay. Let's test if that works. No. Okay, let's check this for reference. Method, you specify it's a method. All right. Okay. Let me go here. It's color, and it goes to it. All right. There we go. That works. All right. See health. And from here, calls function calls when this is hit by a hurt box. All right, let's finish this and then we can think about some stuff later. But what this did make me think of is healing in some way. Technically, healing could just be a negative hitbox. Write that down in my notes and then close the notes. Go back to this. Close this when hit by and this hurt box is hit by a hit box. Box. Um, I should probably put like the hitbox class here. Did I hitbox area? Okay. Hitbox has a capital B area. And let's just do the same with this consistency. Good documentation is going to be important, especially if I want someone to be able to use this as a template for their game. Right. I mean, I guess there's technically a reference, but that's not what I wanted. Wait, what? Huh? Why? But it's literally not any different. And that's where it is. So why isn't it linking to it in this? Why? Oi, 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 oi. Maybe it's a tool script thing? But then why would the other thing work? What? Amazing. What? The player isn't consistent either? Maybe it's the camel case? Let's see. Move the. Hmm. Maybe if I close it and reopen it. I didn't want to go to it. I want to do just to this. That's working. That's working. This one isn't. I really don't get it. Okay, sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not. I'm not gonna question it anymore. I'm just gonna say that it's done. Alright, okay. Also, this when a hitbox is hit by a hitbox area that calls functions from components that are referenced. You're right. Uh, and let's do that. Hitbox area. I should specify it's a tool script. This is also a tool script. This is color to default. Can I go like this? I don't think I spelled it right, which makes sense to me. this. Fix color. Maybe the color property isn't called properly either. Because it's debug color. What did I do? Oh no, undo that. Open docs. Fix color. I think I needed to remember then. Save. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That works. I don't understand. Okay. Right. Back to the hurt box, and then physics process is physics process. Just put 2 here. It'll count every time I say something is just the function that it is. I don't think this even shows up. Probably. No, wait, no, it does. Oh, did I get hurt? Is it the right last name? Hitbox area. Hitbox area. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. It was 2 things that got fully documented, which is good. So now that those are documented, there's less uncertainty on what everything does, especially for people who would not know how to work with this thing initially.